Uh,
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Wingin IT podcast. Andre, you are on mute. There you go. How you doing, man?
Look, I'm muted because of this one right here because he's been very loud. So trying to cut down on the noise. But I'm doing good. I mean, I'm a lot better off than some people that I just heard about. So I'm doing real good this week.
Yo. No, Sandstorm.
what up? Okay, just as long as my internet holds, we'll see.
Okay. Well, tonight's episode is called The Randomizer. We're just going to be talking some random things. So I told the guys that they could bring any topic they wanted to, so it doesn't matter what they want to talk about. So normally I would start this off, but since Sandstorm's and this probably going to go on the next 10 minutes, Sandstorm, why don't you start?
Actually, my topic is something that kind of got brought up on Rob Roller 2 reviews. His live stream earlier today, and it kind of made me wonder because we just had our Nintendo Direct Mini, which was I would say a really good mini Direct.
How dare you? I'm playing.
And we didn't really get any like Nintendo from Nintendo games. There's got to be possibly another Direct coming at some point, but we don't know when. So my question to you guys is, when do you think I know, because we're never satisfied with one Direct. When do you think the next Direct will come?
August for Splatoon 3.
Well, according to my sources, my sources told me that it will be next Thursday.
Look, and then
get ready to push
gonna
back.
Be mad as hell.
Yeah, get ready to push back.
No, I think probably the next one is probably going to be it's probably either going to be a Splatoon focused one. We may get two though. If you noticed, like this week after they did the mini Direct, they did a Treehouse Live for Lava Live.
Right.
That's the only one they did. So I'm guessing what's going to happen is either we're going to get a Direct for like Splatoon or Direct for Bayonetta, and probably have like Treehouse Live to go along with it, since I think that's probably what was going to happen. And then we'll probably get like a fall Direct, either September or October. We'll probably get one in there, but it's probably going to double up. Something's going to get doubled up. So it may be just Splatoon, because Splatoon's September, right?
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be September then, because they technically did not have one for fall, technically.
Yeah.
So, because I don't count that mini Direct. I really don't count that.
Nah, that's not our actual Direct.
I'm thinking it's probably going to be with Splatoon. There's probably going to be a Treehouse Live after that, and then we'll probably get like 2 weeks after that. We'll probably get a full-on Direct, so they can put the concrete dates out for the fall and winter.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. Like at the most, if we got another Direct, because we know pretty much the lineup that's coming up, or at least as far as like the major games, we don't know the in-between games and everything. But we don't have a date for Bayonetta. But I kind of said it on his channel too. I feel like maybe they could possibly have, if there was a direct, a twofer. You know what I mean? So you can get Splatoon, which is like still like your summer game, if you will,
Yeah.
outside of Xenoblade, and then you got Bayonetta as your fall game. So you get kind of here's the overview of Splatoon. Though I feel like we've gotten, I won't say enough details to be like, okay, we have enough details, but they give us a little more details to the point where we feel comfortable with those details. And then Bayonetta is not really a huge like explanation or explanatory game. It's just you fight, you smash buttons, you do combos.
They're probably gonna, if anything, they'll probably just do like they did with Bayonetta 2 when they did that direct and just go into a little bit of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Why her hair's changed, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What new aspects they add to it, because they did add a couple things that if you played Astral Chain, you kind of noticed it in that first little trailer they did.
Yeah. So do you think with this next direct, do you think you think you get everybody's favorite next favorite thing to throw out there in a Metroid Prime trilogy?
Okay, here's what I think about the Metroid Prime situation. Here's my problem with it. There's been a Metroid Prime remastered thing every year since 2018.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm Nintendo and I was going to drop it, I would have dropped it already. I don't see the point not to. Now, granted, they haven't said anything about Metroid Prime 4.
Right.
So I don't know if they are going to do it. Maybe they're waiting until like they have enough of Prime 4 done so they can say, hey, okay, we're going to drop the remaster or whatever. And I've said this on multiple, I even told Rob this on multiple occasions, like, dude, they're going to have to do some stuff, some quality of life updates to 1 and 2, Prime 1 and 2, because I'm sorry, nobody's going to backtrack like that. They don't do that no more.
Would you rather it just be remade or remastered?
Remade.
Yeah.
Remade, because you have to do quality of life. I mean, dude, I love the first 2 games. Well, I love the first one. I don't really care for the second one all that much. The third one's my favorite. But the first one, nobody's gonna do all that backtracking, dude. It's a lot of backtracking. That's literally a 20-hour game padded out because you have to backtrack a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And by backtrack, that literally means walk.
Yeah.
So as much as I love that first game, I'm like, yeah, there would have to be quality of life additions made to it.
Mm-hmm.
The third one I think is probably the best one that they did. That's the one with the voice acting and the more cinematic take on it, on the Metroid. So I think that will probably be, if I was going to remake any of them, I would have did that one.
Just do the whole trilogy.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you do the whole trilogy, you have to do quality of life to 1 and 2.
Yeah, all of them. Do it for all of them.
Well, the third one don't need as much as 1 and 2 would need. 1 and 2 would need
the third one would need the quality of life changes for the controls for the Joy-Cons, but yeah, it's not a whole lot tweaking.
But the first 2 is it's way too much backtracking. I don't see gamers nowadays with
having the patience to be able to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Because some of them places, some of them tricks are because there's certain stuff. Once you get deeper into the game, you got to turn around and walk all the way back to the very beginning to get one item and go all the way back. Dude, nobody's gonna want to do that.
Yeah. One thing that they could do is make it that you can use the save rooms to transport to different areas.
Oh yeah, waypoints.
Save rooms all throughout that game. So
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would have to be some straight up quality of life changes. I'm just at this point, I'm tired of hearing about the Metroid Prime trilogy remaster or whatever, because like I said, they've been talking about it since 2018. I'm like, dude, it's 2022. Y'all still claiming it's coming this fall. At this point, I don't care.
Yeah, that and Odyssey too. We get Odyssey 2 a lot too.
Odyssey 2 probably ain't happening right now.
No, I mean, I don't see why they don't need to.
And it might not be Odyssey 2.
Yeah, it might be something completely different, man, because nobody was expecting Odyssey to be that good.
Right.
Nobody would. Nobody would. People were
playing
Galaxy 3.
Right. I can't solely say that I don't see another Odyssey because Mario always switches the playstyle. But then, like you said, you got the Galaxy games 1, 2, and 3. So, or 1 and 2. So it can happen, I guess. But
it could happen. I just don't see it happening simply because
I would prefer they.
I just don't see it happening just because they don't need to.
Yeah, I want a different play style. Like it was fun. It was fun for what it was. I want to see a different way that they can push the game.
No, they might mess with everybody and just do Sunshine too.
Give me Yoshi. Give me Mario Odyssey 2. Yoshi. There you go.
Yoshi.
They did it. Hey, they did it for Super Mario World.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it happening. I can see it happening because, like we all know, Nintendo is crazy.
Yeah.
If they find an idea that they like, they'll do it straight up. So, yeah, if the next Mario game is probably not coming to the next system. To be fair,
I would like that. I actually prefer one
game.
Unless it's really unless you came out of the box with the Mario game, which I mean technically the Switch did, but not really. Like if the first game was not Zelda, it was Mario, then I'd be like, okay, well if you gave us another Mario like towards the tail end of the Switch, I'd be okay with that. But like nah, just wait till the next system. You can start off with Mario next time if you want to.
Yeah.
So
like they normally do.
Yeah.
Normally they don't start with Zelda.
Nah, they're gonna start off with Fire Emblem this time. It's gonna make everybody mad.
Developed by Masahiro Sakurai. All the Smash fans get mad. you know what I found funny? They get mad about Fire Emblem and Smash, but everybody's loving Three Hopes. But I thought we hated Fire Emblem though. I'm just saying, I thought we hated Fire Emblem. Now y'all loving Three Hopes? Asking for shares to be in Smash?
Too much Fire Emblem, apparently.
Hashtag shares in Smash.
They had so much they started to like it.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, all right. Whatever, people. I just find that to be funny. So my little topic for today is basically 2022. We got through June. So first half of the year, what game has taken y'all by surprise that y'all thought was not going to be, well, what game did you thought surprised you, basically?
You want to go first, Andre?
I mean, honestly, nothing's really surprised me. That's the bad thing. Like,
you sure about
stuff
that?
has been, as far as like surprising me,
Yeah.
nothing's really surprised me. Now, stuff has been good, but nothing's really like, well, I guess if there was anything that would be a surprise, it was seeing Kirby. The way Kirby turned out, I think that would be the biggest surprise.
Okay.
But we kind of had an idea how that was going to go, but it's just like you didn't really know until you actually saw it in action.
Yeah. It's one of those situations where you love to see it. Like you love to see it because I didn't know what to expect, and that game has surprised me.
Even the demo didn't really do it justice.
Yeah, the demo did not. But I think that because I'm not a Kirby fan like that, so this is like my first experience with Kirby after about when the first time I played Kirby? Super NES, and I didn't really care for it. So I thought the game was fun. So yeah, that would be a good one. You want to know which one surprised me?
I can tell you.
And I'm sad that Shadow Fox ain't here right now, so we can have our little war about this game of the year 2022. You have yet to accept my challenge, Shadow Fox. Killer Instinct. Winner has to admit they're wrong. But Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah.
Like, I was gonna get it because I am a TMNT fan, but I did not expect it to be that good. I didn't. So that is what surprised me, how fun it is.
See, I guess that didn't surprise me because of Streets of Rage 4. So that's probably why that didn't surprise me. And honestly, as far as like at least character mobility is far better than Streets of Rage 4, but I think Streets of Rage 4's layouts are better. So yeah.
They gave me a dodge button.
Yeah.
That dodge button is
that does make it infinitely a lot more playable.
Yeah.
Plus the replay value is crazy. The multiplayer is insane. So yeah, now they got me looking forward to Cowabunga Collection because I'm like, look, I kind of want a release date on that so I can prepare appropriately.
Konami is trying to drop it for Christmas, I bet.
Probably.
Oh, of course.
I mean, that would probably be good. Is there anything outside of Sonic that we know of that's
in Christmas? Not really, not yet. At
least specifically, no.
Because normally Pokemon is November.
Yep.
That's usually around
all the
Thanksgiving.
Bigger games are going to be around that time, yeah.
Yeah, so if I'm them, I put it right at the beginning of December. That way they know they can put it in this, it can be a stocking stuffer.
Yeah, if not, at least the first week. At least the first week. Take advantage of it. Yeah.
So
I think for me, the biggest surprise, and not surprised because of the game, more really so surprised of the reception that it's gotten is probably Pokemon Arceus. As many people as the hate was coming in last year, and this game looks choppy. Yeah, choppy. Oh, the game looks horrible quality. And mind you, like it's not absolutely perfect, but man, after that first week, it got silent. It was quiet. It was
because everybody was too busy playing it.
Yeah. Exactly.
and asking people for help.
Yeah,
because they ran into a level 45.
Yeah, that game turned out to be, and you know what? I know everybody wants to go with the whole Breath of the Wild kind of not example, but comparison. But that game is actually more like Xenoblade than it is like Breath of the Wild because of the RPG elements into it. So it definitely takes a lot from the whole Xenoblade aspect. But yeah, that game kind of surprised me as to how, I don't want to say open it was, but just how the developers actually like listen to a lot of the stuff that we kind of wanted in the first place. Do I really have to battle with every single Pokemon to catch it? Can I just throw a ball? Can I hide here? Can I move around there? Yen Anyao. I just butchered your name and said I was still hating it, didn't play that. You missed out, bro. Sorry. Or sis, either or. You missed out. Sorry. I had fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it. And the Hisuian versions of all these Pokemon, just to know that, they ain't never gonna live ever again because you ain't never gonna see a Hisuian anything after this point. But, it is what it is. I collect Pokemon. That's what I do.
You're gonna see him again because the next game they're gonna come up with an excuse. Oh, this is a fossilized version of them, or they did some sort of genetic mutation to bring them back. Yeah, you're gonna see him.
And I'm gonna bring up an excuse to boycott
and make it the best-selling version.
Yeah, right. Hey, we gotta make sure it sells right. So I gotta boycott.
At this point, it should just be called a reverse boycott.
Yeah. Santa Claus Stantler should not be in this.
But it is.
Give me the national Pokédex. Start that up again.
He said, "No, if I wasn't liking that, so pardon me, but you were living in a dream." Nah, man, nah. And that dream was luscious. I had fun with it. That dream was luscious. I was living good, man.
I mean, it's kind of funny. Because I joined a couple of your live streams of it. I thought it was done well for what they were trying to do. I thought it worked. So I can actually see them, and especially looking at that the info we got for Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
Outside of the Violet legendary that clearly has jet engines for legs. I'm actually wondering how this is gonna work with the. I don't want to call it main. Do you call it mainline now?
Yeah, because that would be the main line.
Yeah. Okay. Scarlet and Violet's mainline, yeah.
So I'm wondering to see how that's going to play in to the mainline stuff. Yeah,
because it worked out so well.
Yeah, and I think it works. It's kind of like what happened with Zelda, because when Zelda went to the cell shade style, people were hating on it initially, and then people just started liking it. I liked it just because I like different art styles, so I understand why sometimes I can understand why people don't like certain things when it comes to the art style, especially if you're used to a certain art style. I can understand that because the change can be jarring a little bit, but I think it's just because I'm big into art, so different art styles don't bother me as much unless it's Trigun and y'all did what y'all did to Vast Stampede.
But, I knew that was coming. I knew that was going to come.
Wow.
Did I say something wrong?
Nah, not really.
Okay.
Not really.
Yeah. No, but in all honesty, though, I can understand that. But yeah, Pokemon, the Arceus, dude, it looked like a lot of fun, and I know a lot of people that had a lot of fun playing it. So I really can't. I mean, I didn't get a chance to play it because it's way too much stuff.
Yeah, it came out at an interesting time, and but this is like one of the first few times that we've actually had Pokemon as a boss, as a boss battle style type game. So that kind of changed up the formula a little bit. But I mean,
instead of a wild boss.
Yeah, when you're just walking down the area and one just look at you with the red eye, bring his gang on you, and you're like, but I didn't even do anything. What you on my block for, cuz?
That's all Xenoblade there. That is all Xenoblade.
Xenoblade is all about it's all about walking into an area, you minding your own business, trying to do the side quest, and all of a sudden a level 94 that walks behind you.
Let me show you this
what
spring.
You doing? Like, hey, you gonna eat that cornbread?
What you got in my drink, homie? What you got in my drink?
Full flex. I used to hate when they used to pretend like they were asleep. You still see their eye, but they pretending like they sleep. So you're like, I'm just gonna creep past. Ding! Oh no!
You ain't past nothing. Give me a blueberry mother fool.
You thought you was gonna get away.
Donkey Kong.
Okay, so we gave something about games that caught our attention. So is there anything that did not live up to your expectations for the first half of the year?
Oh man. Oh, I'm trying to think.
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, I have two that didn't live up to my expectations. I have two, and one I think is probably gonna get better as the year goes on, just because I know they're gonna be adding stuff to it. Mm-hmm. But one of them is Switch Sports. It didn't live up to
that's understandable.
Yeah, and the other one, to be honest, Trek to Yomi.
Oh yeah, the samurai game. I watched you play that. I don't know.
And I usually like certain stuff that Devolver does, but Devolver does this to me a lot. They'll have one or two games that's just excellent. They hit it on all cylinders. Mm-hmm. So the next three games, you be hyped for them, and they ain't that good.
It's just missing that thing that you need.
And this is what happened to me with Trek Naomi, because so I'm sitting here playing and I'm like, I did the playthrough, I did the live stream. I'm like, okay, this ain't bad, but okay, maybe it'll get better the longer I go through it. It did not pick up for me. It just didn't pick up for me. So that was the one this year that has not that I was kind of hyped for, and then it just didn't live up to it. Like I said, I think Switch Sports is probably going to get better once they add golf and like if they add boxing and basketball and stuff like that. I think it'll probably get better.
They got room to expand and make it better.
Yeah. So, which I think that's probably what the game plan was from the get anyway.
Yeah. You know what? I do have an answer for that. WWE 2K22.
Oh.
The game has so much potential, but there are so many glitches and issues with that game that make it funny, but only funny to a certain point. It gets unfunny after you've played through a season and your character doesn't appear where they're supposed to be when it's doing a story beat, and then you can't play the match because the character just never spawned. Even though the story shows that the character was there, was supposed to be there, and they got to work out the issues with that engine. Whatever it is, they got to work out the issues because there are so many glitches in that game.
Well, because I was watching some, because they have like wrestlers. Sometimes they do the whole that general manager mode, and I saw that happen during. I forgot who I was watching that was playing. I saw that happen live. I'm like, ooh.
And the general manager mode lacks so much stuff. Like you can only do a certain number of match types, and then they want you to always put heels versus heels, or I mean face versus heel, or certain types of wrestlers against each other. That's not how it actually works. Or they want you to have they want you to do it a certain way, like your first match and your last match have to be better than all the matches in the middle, instead of a progression of the matches getting better along the way. Like that doesn't make sense. But that gives you an idea as to how WWE is running things and why they're in the situation they're in.
Makes perfect sense. I think that's why I'm so happy about this AEW game, because I'm just thinking it's not gonna be like that.
Oh, and my biggest problem is my biggest faux pas for WWE 2K22. You can create a character, but you can't move them into My Rides. You can't move them into My Rides for any reason, so you have to recreate the character, and you can't export the character from My Rides after you complete it. So why would you do that? Because somebody's most people going to dive in. The first thing they're going to do is create their wrestler, and then think, okay, I'm just going to import my character into the season like the rest of the games let me do. Nah, not this time.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's unfortunate. What about you, Samsung?
Like I said, I've been really picky and selective on my games. I don't think I've really picked up too many games actually. The games that I've been currently playing as of lately, I guess the most relative is Ark Rise, whatever it's called. I wasn't really like too interested. That one, yes, that one is.
It's all about the fair.
Yeah, and Vin Diesel and all that, and it was free on Steam, so I'm like, you know what? Why not?
So you had to play the actual movie version that's going to be in Fast and Furious 12, huh?
Right,
When they go back in time.
It's a dinosaur with a rocket strapped on his back. Yeah, so it's I learned a lesson. I mean, I'll still probably try and play it just to get my time's worth, really, because I've already downloaded it. But it really just reminds me of like Minecraft without the well, no, there is crafting without the blocking.
Without good crafting.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, and I'm not a huge Minecraft person. Like I was never really into Minecraft, and so just playing this game and just starting off, and then realizing like, oh, I don't have any weapons. Let me go around and see what I can do. Oh, Here's a level 6 little thing. Okay, I finally made a pickaxe. Let me go ahead and beat this thing up. Oh, I died. Why is that? Hmm, I don't really know. Oh, I gotta make armor now. I put on the armor. Now I got the pickaxe. Let me fight this thing. I died again. Why is that? Wait a minute. I'm transported way over here instead of in my area. Why is that? It's just too many things for me to just be like, nah, I'm good on this. It's just way too much. I'm good on it. So, but other than that, no. Like I said, I picked up Kirby. Got Kirby. Haven't picked up Mario Strikers yet, so I don't know if Trey Vito said that he likes it, but like he feels like there needs to be like a bigger roster of characters. He feels like it's not big enough. And then we've got Switch Sports and Arceus. And I really want to say there was another game that I bought in between there, but I just don't remember. So, Shredder's Revenge. And like all of those have been really good pickups to me. Like I've had legitimate fun. So there isn't really a game that's been like, ooh, I kind of dropped the ball on this one. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Andre. Anything that did live up to the expectations?
I already said WWE 2K22.
Oh yeah, WWE.
Yeah.
So Daisy should have been in Strikers. She's not in there?
Yeah, that's crazy.
The one type of game that they would throw in, they didn't.
Yeah, that's
right.
Weird.
I bet he started playing people. Yeah.
I have the game, I just haven't had a chance to play it yet. Because I've been trying to. Y'all gonna be mad at me, but yeah, I still haven't beat that Elder Dragon on Monster Hunter Rise, so I can't get into Sunbreak yet. So
it is what it is, just as long as it's there. Played the Sunbreak demo, that was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about the Sunbreak demo was my favorite weapon feels like it's way too slow now, the sword and shield. I didn't like that, but I do like the switch stance. I kind of like that. Once I got used to it. I kind of liked it. Gonna be interesting. Well, if she's not in there,
DLC.
If she's not in there, I don't know. Are they doing did they say if they were doing like updated characters and bringing characters in?
No word on
that. They probably are.
That's the only thing that makes sense if they're gonna just bring her in later.
I feel like it's set up. I don't know why they've decided to run all these. It seems like this is the third game, right? Like live. I'm reading your stuff, Dark Void. My bad. Mario Golf, Mario Tennis, and now this kind of all started off with just like
some issues.
And it just takes the update, and it's only been the sports games really that have been that way.
Do you think this is Garage Team like?
I was about to say Nintendo's probably preparing to relaunch Nintendo Sports as a brand. That's probably why this is happening.
Okay, well that makes sense. So the reason why I brought up Dark Void's comment is because yes, I've been playing the Live demo, and I'm gonna have to try to get this one. Did not expect it to be that fun, but I will say this about the HD 2D stuff. I will give Square Enix props for this. They hit the nail on the head with something. They got something that can work. So keep doing it. Because you get.
I just want to play the Western. I want to play that Western.
I don't know why they didn't want to let us play that one. But the Imperial China one is my favorite one. The Imperial China one is my favorite one. I haven't played the robot one. That's the last one I need to play. I thoroughly embarrassed myself with the ninja one.
I wasn't that embarrassed.
But I did finish it.
Lesson learned.
Yeah. But I feel bad for Live Alive because it comes out 7 days before Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and I'm going to put that game to the side until I finish Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That's the only reason why I feel bad about it. But I would not be surprised if they do a lot more of their old school games in the HD 2D style. I know they're doing Dragon Quest 3, but I would not be surprised if they mess around and do. Andre, which one is Kefka in? Is it 6
I think
or
that's.
5?
I think it was 6. I'm pretty sure it was 6.
That's the one I think they're gonna do. I think that's one of the Final Fantasy games they're probably gonna do. Whichever one that freaking clown is in.
I prefer they just steal a Sony title and just give me Legend of Dragoon on there. Oh, ended the whole game. It's over. Nintendo wins.
Man, yeah. I wish they would do this, but I got a feeling they too scared to touch Chrono Trigger. I don't know why.
It's too touchy. It's too touchy.
I don't know why.
The legacy, man, you gotta keep it as the legacy. If you're not gonna do that though, then why not just put it on the system? Just call it remastered.
I mean, they already did the one because they already technically they already did it for DS and was it PSP when they did the Chrono Trigger. I don't even want to call it a remaster. They just
it wasn't. It was just the port. Yeah.
Yeah. So they've already done it once, so it's not like they can't do it again. So because I got it on my DS, so.
And I got you. Yeah, day one purchase for the Live Alive situation. Definitely.
Yeah. So lost my comment section for a second there. But yeah, Live Alive is too good, and because I didn't get Project Triangle Strategy just because I didn't. I think when that came out, I was playing like 5 other games. So I'm waiting for that Square Enix sale. You know how they do.
Yeah.
And I'll probably go back and pick that up.
I actually I played the demo for Octopath. I liked it, but I wasn't sold on it. So I played the Triangle Strategy and I liked it and wasn't sold on it. But this one I actually like a lot. So this is like kind of more my cup of tea. So yeah, but like you, it's hard because Xenoblade 3 is just like there.
It's the next week.
It's right
now,
there.
If they would have if they would have moved it up, fine. Now I wouldn't have a problem, but yeah.
It would have been great if it would have came out this or either early this month or like last month. Like that would have been the absolute perfect time.
Yeah. So
Square Enix just trying to be Square Enix.
Yeah, I know, and not give nobody Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. I'm still gonna be mad about that. Let's see. Do you think we're getting a new Donkey Kong game since? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just
don't know. Re-registered that trademark. Yeah, they're getting a new one.
Yeah,
I think we get a new one, but I think it's gonna be quirky.
It's gonna be a Donkey Kong 64 sequel.
I hope so.
So hopefully not a collectathon.
For Jack's sake, I hope so.
Well,
I don't think he wants anything better.
That's the thing, because we've had Mario jump into the 3D space. This new Kirby was 3D-ish space.
Yeah.
No, ain't Donkey Kong due for one?
Donkey Kong has been due for anything at this point.
It's been due for a minute. But
it's not like they don't have the engines to make it work. They got an engine to make it work. You can use the Odyssey engine.
The Odyssey engine. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what Kirby was made in. Use the Odyssey engine. Just go ahead.
Yeah. I mean,
would you be opposed to a Donkey Kong that was at the same similar angle as Kirby? Not in the same behind the back.
Oh, you mean like with the fixed camera and as you just progress through the stages, but it's in 3D environment?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
How to do it.
Because when you think about Donkey Kong, though, you got to think about how freely he's supposed to be able to move as a character. Whereas Kirby, the constraints make it easier to play as him because he's too free of a character.
Right,
Donkey
right.
Kong, on the other hand, does not have that problem. He's like a strong, slow Mario.
Yeah.
Good point. Good point.
But there's also what was the last Mario game? Bowser's Fury.
There is that.
I mean, I think y'all all missing the obvious game that needs to be made in the Donkey Kong verse.
Donkey Kong Warriors.
Donkey Kong Warriors.
Oh god.
The sad thing is that could actually work.
Oh,
Donkey Kong
God.
Warriors, baby.
Oh my god.
It was. What's the name of that island?
Donkey Kong Island?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a horrible name.
Yeah, the island that he lives on?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure
thought
it's
it was
Donkey-
different. Whether they just call it Kong Warriors.
or it might be Kong Island.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Kong Island Warriors. There you go. It can't be the actual franchise name. It has to be something in the franchise name.
Oh no.
That's not
Yeah,
like
it
Hyrule
is.
Warriors. Can't be Legend of Zelda Warriors. It has to be Hyrule Warriors.
There's
The
actually
only
there's two.
the only one that's an exception to that is Fire Emblem because its name works.
Yeah,
Right.
basically. But yeah, look.
You know what would be
the
really
reason
nice
why-
to know? Oh,
talking about
Trinell. Yeah. He said, it'd be nice if Advance Wars finally being released instead of being incomplete. Or being incomplete but not released. Sorry. Still upset about it.
I think it means being complete. I think it means being complete but not released.
Yeah.
You know what would be really nice, Trinell? Advance Wars Warriors. Ha ha! Blow everything
That
up.
might be a little too much. Or just call it Battalion Warriors, and you just ride around in tanks blowing up schools of soldiers and shit.
Why do we keep giving Omega Force ideas?
Because it's easy.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, look,
To be
if you
fair,
really want to be legit, Mushroom Kingdom Warriors should have happened at the beginning of this generation, and it should happen on next.
look, look. The messed up thing about it is their Dynasty Warriors games just aren't interesting. But when they take another property and put Warriors in it, it's way more interesting. Like One Piece Power Warriors, fun as I don't know what. Hyrule Warriors, fun. Like when they do other stuff and put like somebody else's stuff in it, it's just fun.
Yeah, it is. It is because they can take elements of those games and blend them in with that Warrior style gameplay. My only issue with them is that they need a new engine.
Yeah, or at least update the damn engine.
Yeah.
No. At this point, they need to do a whole new engine so it actually takes advantage of the hardware the right way.
Yeah.
Instead of it chugging on low poly characters that any other console, like these are PS2. This is a PS2 era engine that just needs to be redone.
Yeah, it does. I wonder if they scared that it'll take away some of the stuff that people like about it though. If they do.
Oh, you mean like the choppiness, slowdowns?
No, I mean like because sometimes like for instance the Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, some of the move sets just.
I know there's I know at least for is it Hyrule Warriors? Was that the one on Wii U?
Yeah.
I know for at least for me, playing as Zelda and her going into her Bankai and bringing up the pillars behind her, and the slowdown on that was actually I thought that was for I mean this was before I knew you guys, but I thought that was like for perfect effect of how it just
sometimes it works.
Sometimes it works, but it's different when it's intentional versus it's just the engine chugging because there's too much information running in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jelbo, you're right. Gundam one is awesome. That one.
Yeah,
demands
Gundam
as
one is
well.
fun. Okay.
They need more of those.
Do they have like 30 already? But yeah. But
Yeah.
okay, so I did check out the trailer for Mario plus Rabbids. The only thing is, I need a new Mario diss track.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes.
that
After
first-
listening to that.
But that first one with Tom Fan and his operatic dissing of Mario,
Mhm.
which
That
I
was,
still play to this day. All three verses from the soundtrack. Yeah, dude. I need another Mario diss track in my life.
I'm liking the way the game is shaping up to be, with the move sets and stuff.
Yeah, because y'all know I'm not a big fan of grid-based tactical RPG. Y'all know I'm not a big fan of that. I like this iteration of what they're doing. Basically, like it's basically a bubble, and you have to move within that. But I like that better than the grid-based stuff. Hi,
Yeah.
Vicky. Shadow City one coming tonight. We will let him know that you were looking for him, though.
But there is one thing that I think that would be a highly unexpected move for Ubisoft to pull at that game if they can get it done, and that would be something that would throw everybody into a loop to have Mario and Sonic in a game together that isn't Smash and that isn't sports related, and get Sonic and do a Sonic storyline where the worlds connect to each other. That would be highly popular if they can get Sega on board for it.
At this point, Sega will do anything to get on. Like I think Sega would not say no to that.
No, well, there's only one way to find out.
I can't see Sega saying no to that, especially.
I can.
The reason why I can say that is because like usually when they do like those Mario and Sonic at the Olympiad, they make money off of it.
Which you would think that they would think that would lead into a Mario and Sonic platformer of some kind.
But how do you do that though? How do you do Mario and Sonic platformer?
You asked the wrong person. You asked the wrong person. I have done multiple videos on this. Done multiple videos on this, and I will drop more if I need to. but at least in this circumstance, throwing Sonic in there works within the world because you base his abilities on how the game plays.
Okay.
So at least in this situation, you're not doing a whole lot different with him that you're not doing with the other characters outside of specialized attacks.
Okay, that makes sense.
Or maybe make him have more room to run on the grid than everyone else because of how fast he is.
Well, yeah, that's what he would need to do. I mean, because that's one of my big complaints about the previous Sonic games when they do that is like, okay, he's all about speed, but I have to always stop.
Yeah,
Stop to do the platforming stuff.
You get them just fast enough just to have to stop.
Which Sonic Lost World was kind of a good balance for that, but a lot of people.
Sonic Lost World was a great balance for it. That's one of the few reasons why I'm hyped about Frontiers, because I'm like, they can do it because they showed that they do it. So
yeah, they did.
I mean, it's not like it's impossible. That being said, what do y'all think about Frontiers?
It looks interesting.
I'm actually excited for the game. I know a lot of people are hating on like, oh, there's not enough foliage, and there's a problem with this and that.
You haven't seen the whole game.
Yeah, you only saw
one area. Same arguments Breath of the Wild got. You've not seen the whole game.
Yeah. And to be honest with you, I don't really mind that there's not a lot of stuff. Even if there is more stuff for them to show, I don't mind that there's a lot of open space because of the reason that Sonic is that fast. Like, I'm not playing it like Breath of the Wild. Like, I'm not just sitting back and just looking at the scenery like, oh my gosh, they actually completed something. Like, I'm trying to see how fast Sonic can actually go. Like, how fast can I make Sonic go? And then when it's time to fight, then I can fight. If I'm grinding rails and all that other stuff, that part I need some explanation to, but it is what it is. but just being able to just run up the walls and stuff like that and grind and just keep moving, like that's what I want in a Sonic game. I don't want to just stand there and be like, okay, I need to run about 5 miles an hour so I can look at everything around me. I need this grass to be perfect bladed like Zelda. I need animals to interact with. Like, I don't need that stuff in a Sonic game. It's just,
You
I like
know,
it.
though, there's going to be somebody who's going to play the game super slow just to do that.
Oh, of course. They're gonna be like, oh, it's those blades of grass look like they're about 2 frames per second. I can tell. They're just moving. Just kind of moving. They all got the same movement to them. That's too. We can't do that. Nope, can't do that. I'm standing right next to
just a little too long.
Well, there's one team. There's one team that can fix this game, and y'all know the title of the game: Sonic Warriors.
Hedgehog
Sonic
Warrior.
Yeah, Hedgehog Warrior.
Or Mobius Warriors, if you really want to go there.
Absolutely absurd.
Yeah.
Right. At that point, the only playable character would probably be Amy. Everybody else would be way
No,
too choppy for the game.
Amy would be. Amy would be a powerhouse in that game.
She would, yeah.
Running around with that large hammer, smashing everything.
Well, I will say, that is a game that probably does need a demo. Is Frontiers, just so people can get a chance to play around in it a little bit. And I would love to play as Shadow. We'll just have to see.
Shadow with no gun though.
Preferably with no gun.
Oh, we're not promoting black violence.
And they shouldn't have given them guns.
Dark Boy, I did not see this. Dark Boy, I did not see. Did y'all see this?
Oh yeah, about GameSpot, that article thing.
Yeah,
I did. Yeah, it was. I think Void put it on Twitter. I think maybe that's how I saw it.
Oh, I did not see that. So what? I'm guessing it was clickbait.
Yeah, of course. Because really, honestly, yeah.
Okay, that's weird. I mean, here's the thing. And I know Shadow. You know what? We'll say that for next week because I'll let Shadow talk about that. We'll say that for next week.
He was going on that.
I'm gonna make a note. Boy, we're gonna have because Shadow should be on next week. Because I know he was going back and forth with some people on Twitter about that. Because there are a lot of people who are they're hyping it up, and you're like, okay, but y'all said y'all couldn't play certain stuff without these certain,
without certain metrics being met.
Yeah, without certain metrics being there. Now all of a sudden it's playable, even though the Steam Deck can't reach those metrics that you previously said made games unplayable. Because y'all remember that little joke I used to say about, frames per second, like it has to be 385,000 frames a second for it to be playable. Because I've heard people say stupid stuff like that.
Right.
Like, oh, I can't play a game that's not on 60 frames a second. I'm like, really? So you want Uno, that Ubisoft released, to be 60 frames a second? It has to be 60 frames a second. And you can tell that with your naked eye.
That card didn't shuffle me fast enough. I don't like that.
Yeah, so it's one of those situations where, we'll talk about that one next week. I'll make sure to bring that one up for the next podcast because that's one of the things. The hypocrisy of it is ridiculous, in my opinion. I'm like, look, if you like the Steam Deck, that's cool. You will never hear me hate on Steam Deck just because.
No, there's no reason.
Right.
If it fits a need that the gamer wants, hey, go for it.
Right.
I'm not hating, but this idea that this made me not like, really, you didn't like it to begin with, if that's the case.
Yep.
With all Nintendo Directs, really?
Just be honest. You didn't like it in the first place. That's fine.
Yeah. So that's just, And those kind of talking points just be like, I don't know why people don't call them out. Like more people don't call them out. Call those particular. Well, let me take that back. Because as soon as you call them out, you're being rude or misogynist. They'll start bringing in all other stuff that don't have nothing to do with what you're talking about. Or
the first thing, the default is you're a fanboy and your opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because that's the same thing that used to happen on when you would go in the comments and you bring up stuff to certain people at IGN, and they get mad and try to be like, "Oh, well, this is the problem with the gaming community." Like, no, dude, I asked you a question because I'm not being rude to you. You just don't want to answer the question. So, yeah.
Right.
I'm like, that's
like I'm asking you a question because maybe I know a little something about what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really really weird, but oh well.
Hey, so we gonna roll
situation. I love it when people say go touch grass. Like, bro, you don't want to stay in your room longer than I do.
I get out the house. Yeah. I walk every day.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, go touch grass, but you the one that felt the need to write a whole novel about why you can't do a certain thing because something else happened. Okay. In the words of the great animated thespian Bugs Bunny, it is to laugh. Just saying. All right, let's see. We're almost up on an hour. You guys know how we normally do these things.
Hold on. We didn't go through what my quick subject was.
Oh yeah, that is right. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say what games do you think would translate well into beat 'em ups that are not beat 'em ups?
Anything with the word warriors in it. Now, let me think. That would translate into beat 'em ups that's not currently a beat 'em up. You know what? Because this happened, because I played it on GameCube, I wouldn't mind Monster Hunter.
That would make sense.
If you have like the monsters fighting each other, like you pick an Astalos or a Rathalos and just go through a level, eviscerating everybody,
going through biting, killing everything.
I got two.
We do not promote violence here. We call it fainting.
Right.
Look, that's Pokemon.
Pokemon Warrior.
You could do that with Pokemon.
Yeah.
A Pokemon
put a bunch of
force them to fight, and then they faint.
Yeah. Put a bunch of trainers in front of you. Not Pokemon. You fight trainers, just literal trainers, just stand in your way, going like this. I've made all of them faint.
But yeah, for me it'd probably be Monster Hunter because I think like I like what they did with Monster Hunter Stories. I like that it's a different it's its own different thing and more like anime focused and turn based. But I wouldn't mind seeing like a Monster Hunter style beat 'em up where you actually use the monsters to go beat up especially ever since like Turf Wars and stuff like that. I wouldn't mind seeing that. What was that game? Was it a Godzilla game on GameCube in the 6th gen that was like that? Or was that
yeah.
That might have been Godzilla. I think it was.
I think it was Godzilla. It was just like a straight up destruction game.
I'm pretty sure it was Godzilla.
Yeah. I had it for GameCube.
Yeah, so I wouldn't mind seeing that with Monster Hunter, and then you just pick whatever monster you want to, and just like go to war in a certain area. That would be cool.
Yeah, I can see that.
Use the Final Fight engine.
I mean, Final Fight got no engine right now.
I know.
For me, I got two. But there's a problem with one. One of them is God of War. I think God of War would actually make one for a decent one. But
let me ask you this: from the first 3 games, or from the stuff from?
No, definitely from the first 3. Yeah, definitely from the first 3. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. They will work a little bit better. And plus, you can show Kratos with the blades of chaos and the blades of Athena and every other weapon he got, shredding people in half.
I think the other good one And follow me on this, Andre. I think a good one would actually be Yu-Gi-Oh. I think Yu-Gi-Oh would make for a really good
How would you
beat
do it
'em up.
though? Would you do just
Um,
the monsters, or would you
I
would
look,
you
I,
lean
I know
hard
how
on-
you do it. I know how you do it. Like that episode where Joey fought that dude.
Oh, he actually beat him up.
Where they was actually using the cards and beating the snot out of each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
So what you would have to do with that is have the cards have specific purposes, like have the cards be like special attacks and special moves, and have the
Yeah.
characters fight. And then when you earn the
Yeah.
cards, instead of using the special that drains your power, you use the special that erases the card, and you have to find more of them along the way.
yeah. Like you can even be like stuck in a virtual monster world or something have you or whatever. So like the enemies that you're fighting are a bunch of monsters or whatever. So every time you play a card, that's like a card out of your deck that you actually play for the special attacks or whatever.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah, I can see that.
would be,
Yeah, that would
It'd be
cool.
interesting too.
yeah.
You just gave me an idea for another game.
They ain't gonna do that. Come on now. That was too easy.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
That was too
Warriors.
easy. It makes sense. It ain't happening. It makes sense. It ain't happening. Konami is looking dead at this video like, you know what? Nah,
No. Yeah.
Let me call up Koei Tecmo.
I had him on
All right,
speed
but-
dial. I'm not gonna call him. Not today.
Oh man. But I had a couple in mind. One of them actually did fit along with the idea that you threw around with God of War. I was going to say Castlevania.
Oh,
Castlevania
yeah.
beat 'em up makes a lot of sense, especially
Yeah.
if you take the what was it? What was the one on the Wii, the fighting game that they had?
Castlevania Judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you take the idea of Judgment and just switch it over to beat 'em up, and you have the different Belmonts from different eras working together, or all the other characters that helped them out during those different times, that'd be an amazing beat 'em up. And you could write any excuse for it.
And guess what? You can piss everybody off like you did with Judgment by having somebody draw it that feels like people get mad because it wasn't drawn to this specific standard. Y'all remember that? I know you remember that, Andre.
That was dumb. I do remember that.
People were mad as hell about Simon's design and Shanoa's design. I'm like, dude, it looks fine to me.
Simon's design has changed so many damn times.
Yeah.
People don't pay attention to it. He's gone from being a brunette to a redhead to a blonde. Like, this man's his design has
He
changed.
looked like Conan at one point in time.
And then he looked like one of the Final Fantasy VII characters. The next,
Yeah.
I mean,
But that was the point. That was the tipping point. How dare you make him
how
look like he's
dare
from
you
Death
make
Note?
Simon Belmont look like he's in a rock band?
Yeah, I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's what y'all going with? All right.
It was like, and it was that, and as much as people might call blasphemy on me for this, Super Mario. Tell me a Super Mario beat 'em up would not work.
I mean, a Super Mario beat 'em up will work because we played Suspect Cemetery.
And because we played Super Mario 64 where you can punch Goombas and Koopas.
Yeah. So I mean, like, once you go through Suspect Cemetery, yeah, you played a Mario beat 'em up. Because didn't Mario have the most levels on that game? Yeah, he did.
Well, he was the main character
He
from
was
Nintendo, so obviously.
Yeah, so I'm like, he had the most levels where you could play as him. So I'm like, technically, he did play a Mario beat 'em up. I really wish they would incorporate Suspect Cemetery as a standalone game, but that's just me. All right, let me answer this for Dark Void. So, yes, Dark Void, I did see the Trigun trailer. I'm pissed at what they did to my boy Vash. Bleach trailer. I am looking forward to that because that was the one. The thing about the Bleach trailer is there are 3 fights I want to see animated from the 1,000 Year Blood arc. Giri Yusai, when he unleashes all 4,000 of his Bankai. Kenpachi when he fights Unohana. And I want to see when Rukia shows off her Bankai. I just want to see how they animate that. So that's what I'm looking forward to. I was hoping they would animate the 1,000-Year Blood Arc because they have a lot of good stuff in it. The only thing I'm worried about is because the manga had to do a shortened ending to it. I'm wondering if they're going to go back and actually do it like he wanted to end, how Taikubo wanted to end it. I'm hoping they do that, where we get to see a Byakuya fight, a Chad fight, and an Orihime fight. That's what I'm
chances are they're going to do it because that's why he did. What was it? Why he did the remake of the fight between Ukiura and damn it, why am I forgetting his name? But that's why they redid the fight with that movie between Ukiura and why am I forgetting the main character's name?
Ichigo?
I was thinking Icky from like freaking. I was thinking Icky like One Gear, Air Gear.
Ichigo, dude.
I knew Ichigo, but I was thinking Icky like Air Gear.
No,
I don't know
dude.
why those names mixed up for me.
Okay,
but yeah,
I got you.
That's why they redid that fight because that's how he wanted that actual fight to go in the anime, but time constraints couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So when they did that movie, that's the fight that if you were to take what would be the canon material, that fight that Ichigo and Ukiura had is the actual way that fight should have gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can see them redoing that for the anime.
Yeah, that's Bleach is the one I'm most looking forward to. Trigun, I'm still gonna watch, but I do not like what I saw character design wise. As far as Vash and Knives, I'm scared to see who all else they did because they want to screw up that whole crew. Yeah, because the thing about that anime is like I was telling a friend of mine on Twitter, I'm like, the last 5 episodes of that anime messed me up. So I'm like, I was looking forward to seeing it, animated in today's style and see how they, how they make the visuals look. And I see this trailer and I'm like, I am not impressed. Why did y'all make Vash look like that?
I don't know why they didn't just keep the looks and designs that the characters had.
Yeah, so I'm worried about Trigun, just because that trailer did nothing to that trailer made me worried. I did see a trailer for Solo Leveling though, but that got pushed to 2023. It was that Solo Leveling. Trigun, the Bleach trailer. It's another trailer. They did the trailer for the movie for that time I got reincarnated as a slime. I saw that trailer today too. I love that anime, dude. That anime is dope.
It's just like the fact that somebody came up with that concept.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I think that movie's coming out sometime this year, I think.
He got isekai into the level 1 monster of any fantasy role-playing story.
Yeah, and he gets OP like a mug. So, but yeah, I actually like that anime, so I'm actually looking forward to that movie. But yeah, those are the ones that I saw today. I know it's a lot more got dropped. I heard Goblin Slayer season 2 is coming next year though. It's not coming this year. They pushed that one back. I heard. And Spy Family, the second half of Spy Family is dropping in October as well. So I love Spy Family. But yeah, I hope that answers your question, Dark Void. Yeah, we kind of figured Sandstorm. But yeah, we're gonna go on and wrap things up for tonight. Just because it's 8:30 and I really don't have nothing else. And I want to finish that last. I want to finish the robot story for Live. So, Andre, anything you want to pimp out?
And not really. I mean, I just gotta get some stuff released because my computer was having some issues with Windows updates. But I'll be trying to get stuff out this week, so you guys will have a bunch of videos from me. That's it.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna have our link tree up with all our links. We got a Twitter account, The website's up, blog's up. So be on the lookout on Twitter and on just be on the lookout for all the stuff. I'll have everything hopefully up where people can see it next week. So just check us out there. I'm gonna get back into doing the I Got Mine next week. I might even play Castlevania Judgment because I do have that game. So I'll give that a run through as well as a couple others. So be on the lookout for that next week. And thank you guys in the chat for joining us. We really appreciate it. Thank you everybody that's watching. And we will see you guys next Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace out, peeps.
Peace, everybody.